Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jacob Ferendorf, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Primarily what I talk about on this channel is I talk about real estate. We also do talk about some side hustles, how to make money outside your 9 to 5 as well. So before I go ahead and get to the video, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like button, subscribe, and commented, and let me know what value I brought to you. Also, let me know what ideas that you have for like future YouTube channels. I'll by all means make a video on anything that you all have questions on in my field of expertise. If I don't know what it is, I'm not gonna make a video on it, right? All right, so the reason that I really wanna make this video is because I recently just talked to a friend of mine on the phone for like a freaking hour and a half. And I feel like that this topic really has been beat to shit and tons of people have tackled this topic, but I wanted to actually hop on the mic and talk about it since it seems like some people don't really know how to do it. And what that is how do you become a real estate agent, right? What are the steps that you have to take in your life to become a licensed real estate agent in whatever state that you happen to reside in? Now, in order to do this, I have broken it down into 6 steps on how to become a real estate agent. All right, step number 1 is you're gonna wanna interview with some brokerages at first. The reason why that you want to interview with some brokerages is because some brokerages actually have like discounts and deals when it comes to doing courses. They're affiliated with some of these schools. I don't know how much they have, maybe 25, 30%. These brokerages have affiliate links, and you can actually go ahead and utilize the affiliate links to go ahead and get a discount on the course. Now that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to join that brokerage, at least you're getting a discount on the course that you decide to take. On top of that too, you also want to see if like their vision really like matches up to yours. There's tons of things that you have to look for when applying for a brokerage. So you're going to want to look obviously at the pay structure. You're going to want to look at, do you get along with your broker, the location, the people there, the equipment they have. There's all sorts of things when it comes to picking your brokerage. Make sure that you also let them know the vision that you want and what you're looking to achieve, because if they don't stand in line with that vision, then it doesn't make any sense to go to that brokerage in the long term. Step number 2 is to purchase your course. Now, as far as like courses that you can go to, there's all sorts of different courses that you can go to. Me personally, I went to Kaplan. Okay, and what Kaplan is it's an online school. Now you can do online school or you can do in-person school. Essentially, it's gonna actually be more full-time. Step number 3 is you gotta complete 90 hours of coursework. So here in the state of Minnesota, you have to accomplish at least 90 hours of coursework here in the state. Now, I know there's plenty of other states out there, like for example, what the shit is it? Like New York, right? New York, I believe you can do about 75 hours of coursework in New York. And of course, other states vary when it comes to it, but typically, generally, you're looking at about 90 hours of coursework. And in this, what they're gonna do is they're gonna teach you a lot of real estate fundamentals. They're gonna teach you basically how to stay out of jail. And a lot of the stuff that you learn in your courses, you're not gonna use like 90% of it when you get your license. Step number 4 is you need to take your exams. Now, there's 2 exams that you need to pass when it comes to getting your real estate license. Exam number 1 is gonna be your national exam. Okay, so the national exam tends to actually be the easier one. And with the national exam, mine personally, it was actually about 85 questions. So the national exam is a little bit longer, but the answers are generally more simple. Now, personally, I failed the national exam one time. I had to actually retake the national exam to pass it. The second one that you're gonna take is gonna be your state exam. Okay, so what this is specifically about is it's about the state laws. National test is about the national laws. State test is about the state laws. Now, the state laws tend to be more strict than what the national laws are, which is why it's a little more tricky when you're doing the state test. Most people fail the first time. Me personally, I passed the state test the first time because when I went to the courses, I didn't necessarily study the best. Now, a good A good thing that will actually help you pass your tests is actually Real Estate Express. Real Estate Express actually has additional courses that you can go ahead and purchase. For me, it costs about $100 to do it. But what they do is they actually give you about 450 practice questions, and they also do give you like around 380 or so flashcards. Now, once you memorize all the tests and once you memorize all the flashcards, you will easily, and I mean easily, pass your test. Step number 5 is you're gonna wanna go ahead and interview with those brokerages again. Now, the reason why I say interview with the brokerages again is because now that you learned a little bit more about real estate and you have more knowledge, you're able to reflect a little bit more on your career when you're studying this, your plans might have changed. Your plans might have changed on what you decide to do. So for example, when you first told yourself that I'm gonna go ahead and get into residential real estate, maybe after a little bit, maybe you wanna go ahead and do leasing or something like that. There's all sorts of ways that you can make money in real estate, but at the end of the day, I would go ahead, I would interview with the brokerages again to see if it aligns, you become a little bit more educated, and then you can go ahead and make your decision from there. Step number 6 is you're gonna wanna go ahead and apply through your brokerage, you're gonna wanna pay the Association of Realtors, and you'll want to go ahead and do your MLS fees. For those of you who don't know what the MLS is, it stands for the Multiple Listing Service. You need to pay your fees for the Multiple Listing Service, the Association of Realtors in your state, and also whatever the fees are to apply through your brokerage, right? Now, when it comes to maintaining and holding your real estate license, typically what your brokerage is going to do is charge you a monthly amount in order to remain with that brokerage, right? Those are your brokerage fees. When it comes to the association and the MLS, typically what those are quarterly fees, right? Quarterly fees broken down throughout the year. And typically, generally, it costs you about like $3,000 a year in order to maintain your real estate license. Those are pretty much the steps when it comes to actually getting your real estate license. Again, it takes about 6 steps in order to do it. It's fairly simple. Becoming a real estate agent is honestly one of the more easiest things that you can do. It's very lucrative. I mean, hell, to even be a barber, you literally need 1,500 hours of coursework in order to become one. When you're assisting people with the biggest purchases in their life, all you need to do is study 90 hours in order to do so. And that is by far the easiest amount of study time when it comes towards it. In order to make doctor money, you don't have to go get a master's degree, you don't got to get a bachelor's, you don't got to get an associate. Just go ahead, study 90 hours, knock out your tests, and before you know it, you're going to be a licensed real estate agent. And as far as how much money you make, it really depends on how hard and smart that you work. Remember, the rich don't work on a time schedule. They don't trade basically their dollars for time. The rich don't trade their dollars for time. The rich get paid off of results. And in real estate, you get paid off of your results. The more successful you are, the more that you get paid. But all right, that's pretty much the video right there on how to become a real estate agent. If you actually found any value here with the video, or I let you know something that you didn't know, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what other videos that you have for future YouTube videos, and I will go ahead and see you on the next video. Peace.